it might be 5 o'clock because I don't change the clock in my vehicles when it's daylight savings. I think it is 6 o'clock. So I'm driving the van back to San Diego to basically spend the next, I think, 5 weeks in San Diego with Jeff. So Jeff's in the hospital. Not really providing details, not relevant for this channel, but he was in a motorcycle crash. Very, very serious, but he's healing. And thankfully I have the ability to be out there. So I'm going to be doing that for quite a... there's always like cars on the side of the road here. Anyway, so I'm taking the 10 freeway pretty much all the way to Yuma, Arizona, and then getting on the 8 freeway, which goes down to San Diego. Now, if I want to go an hour out of my way, I can stop by Schoolie-Palooza, which I was like, should I do that? But by the time I get there, it'll be dark, and which might be fun, but then the next morning I'd have to get up and leave anyway. And I don't really want to spend the night. Like, I want to get to San Diego by Monday night. Right now it's Sunday evening. So if I can push through the 14-hour drive tomorrow, which is perfectly easy, I've done that many times through Texas, at least 11 to 14-hour drives to get all the way through Texas back to Houston, so I have a lot of practice. I would just basically push through and get to San Diego Monday night, and then that way I can get to the hospital on Tuesday morning. So that's the plan. So did a plan on going to California with my van, because it's like $6 a gallon for gas. So I have to also time my fill-ups so that I can fill up very, very last before I hit, when I get to Yuma, before I actually go into California and cry internally about the fact that all my vital organs have now been given to the gas station. But it should be a pretty easy drive. Weather is beautiful, it's cold and sunny and dry, which is great. And looking forward to having the van in San Diego. I've already scoped out all the places I'm going to stay right around the hospital. It's a really cool area. It's the LGBTQ kind of like artsy neighborhood, lots of good restaurants, but have all the food in the van. And it'll be nice to like stealth camp, which there's so many vans, you're not really stealth. I'm not bringing my bike this time, no bicycle, because Jeff built it and I really don't want it stolen, and I'm not really going to have time to ride it. If there's days where other people are visiting, because you're only allowed 2 visitors, then what I'll do is just go rollerblading or something, which I haven't done in a while, or skateboarding, or rock climbing. There's a really good rock climbing place actually, not too far from the hospital. So maybe I'll just pick that up again. I haven't done that in a few months. So I've got a couple options, but no bike this time, which is fine. I do have to stop soon and get gas, but I'm basically driving to Fort Stockton, which is, if you go to Big Bend National Park or Big Bend State Park, we have a state park as well with the same name in Texas, you basically, on the 10 freeway, once you hit Fort Stockton, then you go south. So it's also near Marfa and Alpine and Marathon, all those places. So that is the plan, is to get as far as I can. There's another rest area an hour west of that, so I should get into Fort Stockton rest area. It's Pecos West eastbound. It's kind of weird. Anyway, but it's Pecos West rest area, and I should get in by 11:30. Or I can just continue on an hour, but I want to be in bed by midnight before my van turns into a pumpkin, and then I will go ahead and just get up at 5 the next morning and just drive, and then that way if I need to rest and stop for a bit, I do have to go to like the bank and things on the way, so I'll probably do that in Yuma sometime around lunchtime and then just push on through. So I'm anticipating getting to San Diego by 8 p.m. and I don't care if I stay outside the city, because the next morning, visitation is, in the morning, so I can drive in super early. So that's the plan, and I can go to Planet Fitness before visitation, every day, or after visitation. So yeah, really, really good. Beautiful sunset. Finally, it's not blinding me like it was 10 minutes ago. Anyway, I'm going to push on through. Got 5.5 hours, and then we'll go to bed. So a couple pit stops on the way. Got 392 miles to go, which will be 2 more fill-ups. I like to fill up about halfway, and then just basically hit the sack when I get there to the rest area. So I will see you tomorrow, or maybe tonight later. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? I haven't storyboarded this one out because I had no plan to go to San Diego. But I'm glad I'm going. It's been an incredible 10 days when I was there previously. Very grateful to everybody that's helped out with accommodation and flights and things like that. And now this time, now that I have time to assess the situation, I'm now bringing the van and I can just kind of decompress and focus on his healing. So I'm really grateful to everybody, all the well wishes, everyone that's checking in. And yeah, so let's push on through and get to freaking California. So I went to high school in Orange County, California in the 90s, and I also I also lived there for almost 10 years before I moved to Houston. So I've got my California resume. I still had a California driver's license like for quite a while until I realized I had to change it in Texas. And I still have my California license plate that's on the wall in here. That was Brit Chick, was on my Mini. So, all right, I'm gonna push through and I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, that is a happy, happy sight. I've made it after an 8-hour drive. Finally made it to the Pecos West, westbound. Actually, there's Pecos East, but Pecos West safety rest area, and I stayed here before. I could have gone another 86 miles to Van Horn, but it's already midnight and I need to be up about 5:30 a.m. I also gained 2 hours on this trip. So yeah, so these are the safety rest areas in Texas, and what's really great about them is that they have Wi-Fi security. They're run by the Texas Department of Transportation, and they have the trucks on one side and Vanlifers and cars on the other. And you can stay at all, I think they have 24 of these official big ones. They have like a museum inside, they've got vending machines, everything you need, playgrounds, picnic areas. You just can't camp in a tent, but you can stay in your vehicle. I actually saw these guys earlier, that's funny. And they're staying here as well. They got here pretty quickly. Anyway, so I'm gonna go down here, probably gonna park just at the end. Yeah, I've been here before. I was here when I went to Guadalupe Peak, because I remember being here. So I'm gonna park right down here, and yeah, so they've got security, they've got like really nice restrooms, no showers, but I'm just gonna park here, right here next to the disabled parking. And yeah, this is my home for the night. So that was a good 600-mile drive. So good thing I can go 80 miles an hour. Anyway, so I will see you in the morning. I am going to bed. I'm gonna brush my teeth, take out my contacts, and go to sleep. So good night, see you tomorrow. Good morning, it is 6 a.m. and I have a 13.5-hour drive now to California. See you in a bit. Good morning. I literally woke up and got on the road. I didn't even like make myself presentable. So I am heading toward El Paso. I'm about 70 miles from El Paso, and I can see the border wall. Mexico's like right there. That's Mexico, like literally right there. So there's border patrol everywhere. I'll probably go through a border patrol checkpoint shortly, and then I'm going to kind of head up into Las Cruces, and then it's going to be horrendously windy for quite a bit, and then after that I will just be cruising through New Mexico, which is my happy place. Actually northern New Mexico, like Santa Fe and Taos and Angel Fire, and Albuquerque, but I will be going through southern New Mexico, and unfortunately not staying, just going straight to Arizona. So yeah, speed limit 75, there's literally Mexico right there, and I'm going to head into El Paso. The last time I was here was around Easter last year in 2021, when I went to Guadalupe Mountains and this national park. We have two national parks in Texas, Big Bend and Guadalupe Peak. And then I went to Carlsbad Caverns, and it was really, really great trip. You can check it out. But yeah, so I'm going to do a pit stop in about 70 miles to get gas, use the restroom, and then head into New Mexico. So exciting. One state down, 3 to go. I finally got out of all that El Paso traffic. This is so trippy. Like, there's signs for like Juarez, Mexico, and there's signs on the freeway that say like last USA exit and port of entry. So literally, you can see right there, literally, Mexico is right there. That's Mexico right there. Yep, so I'm just gonna bypass it and keep going on the USA side. So that's Mexico right there, literally across the border, or across the freeway rather. Very stark contrast to what we see on the other side to my right, and this is to my left. And there it is, Mexico. And unfortunately, my 2 years of high school Spanish means that I can't speak a single word of Spanish, but I speak Japanese, so Japanese doesn't actually help very much. Anyway, all right, 37 miles until I'm in New Mexico. And there's actual Mexico. How funny, what a coincidence. sorry, New Mexico. I have to go to Arizona. Here I am, though. Yay! What do they do? Texas, 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 New Mexico! Woo! With this shitty little sign. All right, now I've got 10 hours until I get to San Diego. So one more state and then I'll be in California, where I will cry because of the gas prices. Anyway, all right, this should be a pretty easy drive. Okay, here I am at my first border checkpoint near Las Cruces. It's interesting, there were none in El Paso. There's a ton in like Del Rio, you know, on the Texas border, like down in the little part that goes like super south, past Corpus Christi and all that. But yeah, so this one is just a basic inspection station. They'll probably just ask me, you know, you American, do you have anyone else in your van? No, no one else, just me, solo traveler. So yeah, this usually takes a few minutes, not very long at all. Okay, these border like checkpoints, they have cameras, you're going like 20 miles an hour, and it looks like it's moving quickly. We'll see what questions they ask me. What day is it? I don't know. Maybe a Monday? Who knows? Okay, so okay, he's just flagging people through. I get to run a stop sign in the Border Patrol. All right. Good, thank you very much. All right, that was easy. Much nicer here than they are down in Texas. New Mexico, I love you. I love you so much. You're my favorite. Sometimes, like, I cheat on you with Colorado, but I'm basically in a relationship with New Mexico. But yeah, we just like, he's like, gave me a thumbs up like this and was like, don't give a shit. Go on through. Thank you. All right, so I now have 312 miles until I get on another freeway. And I think I'm just barreling straight through New Mexico right now, so I'll chat with you in a little bit. I'm literally seeing tumbleweeds. I had no idea like they were actually like literally real. These things are huge. You can't see them, but that poor white car is getting hit by every single one down there. Look at this. Oh my god, this is too funny. Ah, there's a tumbleweed! What? Look, there's another one. There's so many of them. Look at them all. Oh my god, this is cracking me up. That is terrifying. Look at all these tumbleweeds. Look at them, there's a whole family. I'm literally, like, have had no contact with humans, like, in person for almost a day. And this is what it does to me. That's too funny. Okay, so it's snowing. There's all these signs for dust storms, and I'm pretty sure I'm seeing snow flurries right now. I'm a little bit not too far from Arizona, and yeah, I should probably get over, because everyone's going like 10,000 miles an hour. Not me. I'm going the speed limit appropriate for my van, which is like 75. Okay, this is horrible. This road is crap. Okay, I need to not be in a snowstorm. This is New Mexico heading into Arizona, and it's like 37 degrees right now. Yeah, it's definitely snowing. I'm about to hit Arizona. Feet off brakes. Stay buckled. Yeah, it's snowing right now. You can't really see very well, but I'm literally in a snowstorm. It's about 36 degrees, and I'm about to hit Arizona because I need to stop and get gas, and also go through Arizona to get to California. What the actual hell? I don't think I'm going through any mountains in Arizona. I think I'm staying pretty low to the ground. Well, I'm on the ground. I'm not going to levitate. I don't know. I'm so confused. I did not expect it to be snowing. Anyway, I'm about a couple miles from from the state line, and then I'll be in state number 3 today. So it's now snowing a lot. Well, snow flurries, and there's like literally not very good visibility. And I'm about to cross into Arizona. hell? Chickens are gone? Like, what did I miss? So, I don't even eat eggs. Anyway, but if I acquire them, I will go on the egg black market and try to get me some gas. I'm very tired, but I'm still, like, energetic. My feet are freezing, though, for some reason, even though I've had my heat on and then the air conditioning on and so on. But anyway, it's going to be quite cold while I'm in San Diego, which is fine. But I am about 20 minutes from Yuma. I'm going to fill up on gas and then cross over to California, and then I'm only less than 3 hours from San Diego. So I should get into San Diego at 6:20 California time, which will be 8:20 Texas time. It doesn't matter because I've been literally on a weird schedule for the last 24 hours. But anyway, okay, pushing through. It's very, very warm. The sun is intense, but that's good because I have solar panels. So again, a dozen eggs for a tank of gas. Come on, you know you want it. Okay, we're crossing the Colorado River, and we should be heading into California any moment. And welcome to California! You know you're in California when you're behind a Vanlifer. So we have a border patrol right here in Yuma. So I'm going to go behind this converted cargo van, not factory bought. It's a Dodge. I think it might be the Dodge like Sprinter version. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. There's literally nobody inspecting. I just followed the van. Okay, we just go through. All right, that was quick. I got all these eggs in here. I got all the eggs in California, people. So of course, when I'm on the phone trying to get an update about Jeff, I get interrupted by this beautiful landscape and I have no cell reception. So, crap. It's like, stop, California. Like, just stop it. Oh my God. Anyway, so I'm 64 miles from San Diego, or from Planet Fitness. So I'm just going to barrel through this. Hopefully this doesn't go on forever. I would like to finish my phone call. But I'm about 2,000 feet elevation. Earlier, about an hour ago, I was at sea level in the middle of the desert, which is bizarre. But just trying to push on through, keep positive. You know, of course, you know, everybody is concerned and worried about the situation, which is why I'm driving to California. We're all doing our part as best we can, and, you know, collectively, it's helping, you know, tremendously. So we'll do what we can. But yeah, so I'm just trying to get through this, whatever this is. I don't even think this is a mountain. It's not a canyon. What the hell is this? I've driven this before when I was in processing in the military in San Diego. I had to take a road like this, probably this road, from Palm Springs down to San Diego. So I think I remember something like this, but I think it's probably similar, but not the same road. So yeah, hopefully this will be over soon because I really, really need to continue my conversation. So, okay, I'll check in with you later. So I have finally made it to San Diego, and I'm going to go to Planet Fitness. The other one I went to was like super packed and I couldn't even park. It was on a hill. So I'm going to go to this one, and then down the road I think is where I'll park overnight. Lots of street parking. I don't mind the street noise. So yeah, I think I'll try to park along this street, or if I can, just a little bit further down on a quieter road. So these gyms are so busy compared to Houston. Good morning from San Diego, and I smell baked foods. There's Whole Foods over there. There's Better Buzz where I'm going to get a chai, and this is where Prudence will be all day today. So it's free parking on this street. Grabbed a space. The hospital is right over there, so I'm going to walk over here now. Yeah, first impressions of driving the Humunga van in San Diego. I lived in Los Angeles for almost 10 years, so I've driven a lot all over the state, but this time forgot about filter lights, forgot that motorcycles can split lanes, which is terrifying considering that Jeff was in a motorcycle crash. They will not let you through when you want to jump the off-ramp or on-ramp. But I was driving like a Texan this morning. People let me in, but I don't let anyone else in, so I'm like Californian now. So traffic, obviously, don't miss that. Houston doesn't really have a lot of traffic except right by the Galleria where I live. And yeah, so basically just an easy 25-minute drive to go 9 miles, which actually wasn't really that bad. And so I think I will stay out by the Planet Fitness, park on that street the whole time. Just have to alternate days on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for street sweeping, which is another thing we don't have in Texas. We don't do street sweeping. Okay, so I'm gonna go get a chai, and then I'm gonna go to Whole Foods and get some water and snacks, and then I'll go to the hospital. Okay, day 1.0 of van life in San Diego and going to the hospital is done. I went to Trader Joe's, got some provisions so I can make a lunch to take with me, which is nice. There's actually a little waiting area where I can actually sit and eat. So that's good. Prudence is behind me, sticking out like a sore thumb. And I have Texas plates. I'm just waiting for someone to draw a giant penis on the back or something. And I'm like, dude, I'm on your team, people. Anyway, I'm very tired. My legs are killing me right now, which I shouldn't really complain about anything at this point, because my life is not as bad as some people's lives currently are. So I'm not going to bitch and moan. I'm just going to do self-care and take care of myself and get some rest, maybe make a cup of tea, and then just go back to my parking spot where I was last night. So that was a really good spot. What is it? So the street sweeping, I think I have to go park on the other side of the road, but it's in like probably about 20 minutes from here, and it's a really quiet neighborhood. So I think it'll work. So I'm going to go put my groceries back in Prudence and get on my way. And I need to fill up. So not looking forward to $5 a gallon gas, but we'll see what happens. Oh, this person there. Okay. Now is the moment we've all been dreading, the gas fill up. So the cheapest I could find 10 miles out of downtown San Diego is $4.29 a gallon. Actually, it's $4.49 because I'm using my card. So that's about $2 more than I pay in Texas. So thankfully, I'm not driving more than like 20 miles a day. So I probably won't even go through an entire tank the entire 2 weeks I'm here. So I'm, driving 10 miles in, 10 miles out, and that's pretty much it. And so I can walk right around the neighborhood by the hospital, and I'm just outside of Planet Fitness, so I can just work out, so I don't have to like drive to the gym in the morning. I'm literally parked outside it. So not too bad. One tank and will be one tank to get me to Yuma as well. So not that painful, but anyway. All right, let's fill up. Another Prudence van lifer. I have the same van. There you go. All right, bye-bye. So I just got out the hospital and the car just literally slammed into that over there. That's horrible. The airbags didn't even go off. There's like 1,000 police cars. The hospital's like right there. That is insane. Oh my God. I do hope they're okay. I don't even know how you... Oh, that's nuts. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go. Enough of that.